I knew I had some unfinished business.
It was exactly what I needed to take the next step in my life.
I feel an ethical responsibility to tell people about Hoffman.
There's no doubt in my mind that I would not be living the life I'm living now if not for the process.
I learned to love myself. I hadn't been able to do that before, but I gained a total acceptance of who I was, which meant I became a better father and a better friend and much better at my job.
My marriage with my wife is an entirely different marriage since the process. It's like being newlywed or something. We have a really, really beautiful relationship.
Had you asked me before what the relationship is with my parents, and if anybody else asked or observed it, they'd say, actually, it looked pretty healthy. It wasn't something that was in crisis or estranged or distant. I just knew there was more, and that more came after the process.
You know, I'm the parent I always wanted to be with my kids.
What people don't recognize, I think, is that you can have tremendous outer success and still be struggling inside.
It's enabled me to tap into a part of myself that was always there but was inaccessible before, and I've gotten out of my own way.
I went to the process to work on certain things in my life, get unstuck where I was professionally and personally, and I ended up getting an enormous spiritual insight into myself. I made incredible progress in relationships with my parents, with my children, with my family, and with my place in this world. It was just a massive transformation on how I look at and approach everything.
Despite being a therapist and going through therapy one-on-one, off and on for years, I just really didn't love myself. I would get little snippets here and there, but I just didn't. And leaving that process, I absolutely fell in love with myself. And I left there thinking, I never need to be afraid of being alone again, ever, because I have me.
Everyone should take the process. I mean, everyone should take the process. Having your life in disarray is probably more reason to do it, but you don't need to be in a crisis to do it.
After coming through the process and settling into life after the process, it was the first time in those 28 years that I felt a real sense of peace and calm and presence. And that feeling hasn't faded since I did the process almost 2 years ago.
The effects of the process continue to blossom. It's almost as though the seeds were planted at the process, and now I'm really reaping the benefits and the flowers are blooming in my life. And I imagine that it will keep coming.